Well, in the meantime, a recent review states that FEMA is not ready for hurricane season. Our partners at thehill.com reporting some uneasiness, even among Republican senators, after President Trump fired FEMA's acting director shortly after he testified before Congress about the importance of keeping that agency open. NewsNation's Rich McHugh is live. And Rich, the president certainly has floated the idea of abolishing FEMA altogether. Short of that, the agency is in a relatively weakened state right now.
Hi, Nicole. Yeah, the president has certainly floated this idea, and people are saying that this is that FEMA's in a weakened state. There's this new internal report from FEMA staffers saying that essentially they're not ready for hurricane season, which is essentially just weeks away. But DHS is pushing back on that hard, saying that's just like a scoop, and it's out of context, and it's one unsubstantiated staffer. At the same time, though, these Republican senators strongly oppose President Trump's recent firing of FEMA head Cam Hamilton. Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina, his state was hit hardest by Hurricane Helene, said he, quote, regretted that he got terminated. Now, DHS, Department of Homeland Security, which oversees FEMA, says contrary to the internal document concerns, FEMA and the current acting director is fully activated in preparation for disasters ahead. In a statement to NewsNation, they said, under Secretary Noem and Acting Administrator Richardson, FEMA is shifting from a bloated, DC-centric dead weight to a lean, deployable disaster force that empowers state actors to provide relief for their citizens. The old processes are being replaced because they failed Americans in real emergencies for decades. Now, in video obtained by CBS News, the newly installed chief told staffers recently to stay out of his way or he would run right over them. Look at this video.
In FEMA, not in DHS or the U.S. government writ large, but within FEMA, I and I alone speak for FEMA, okay? I am the president's representative at FEMA, and I am here to carry out President Trump's intent. That's why I'm here.
So clearly, as you might say, Nicole, a new sheriff in town there.
Yes. All right. So FEMA, we know, Rich, has been under intense scrutiny, certainly during hurricane season last year. And right now, many Americans are really divided on its effectiveness.
Yeah, so it depends on who you talk to again. Historically, FEMA has, you can count their successes by essentially how many disasters they respond to. And last year, apparently they responded to 90. The year before that, 100 big disasters throughout this country. And before that, they were widely praised for their response to Hurricane Sandy on the East Coast and their preparedness for it. That said, last year they came under intense scrutiny because of their response to Hurricane Helene in Florida and North Carolina. We were on the ground there talking with first responders and volunteers. This is former Special Forces Aaron Switzer. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I mean, other than the fact that I've heard of about a couple FEMA dudes and some stories, I haven't seen one. I haven't heard any of the people that I've talked to on the ground, said, oh, FEMA was here yesterday. No, I've gone out 5 times. I've talked to people. I've been on the ground. I've shook their hands. I've given them a hug, said, what can I give you? How's it been? You're the first people we've seen.
Now, that was the sentiment we heard over and over again throughout North Carolina that last fall. I do want to say, though, we spoke to some of those folks in North Carolina, and they were also surprised by the recent firing of this recent head, Cam Hamilton. Nicole?
Yeah, the biggest, most important thing, though, is that we're prepared as this severe weather rolls through. All right, Rich, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.